Hi, my name's Simon from Motodrome. Now today we're going to take a walk around and a drive of this Morris Traveller that you can see lurking behind me here. Two videos, one walk around, one driving, plus a bit of starting and idling action at the beginning of the driving video. Hope you like them. Okay, let's take a look around this H registration, so either 1969 or 1970. Morris Traveller, finished in the desirable almond green with green interior. This one apparently, I haven't looked at the history yet, but we've been told it's an older restoration about 20 years ago by the late Charles Ware, the person that used to do these. He's now died. And if it is done 20 years ago, it's actually holding up really well. The wood is excellent on it. Standard spec, except it's got front disc brakes on it. It's also got an alternator, but I think that'll probably be correct for this year. It's got rear fog lamp and inertia reel seat belts front and rear in it. It's also got a radio cassette in the glove box. Right, let's start by trying to pick out, and he's got these rather natty sort of headlamp visors on, which I quite like in a way. Obviously they can come off if it's not to your taste. Let's take a look around it, but if it's done 20 years ago, it's actually, say, holding up really, really nicely. The paint is generally really pretty good on the bonnet and everything. I'm sure I did see a couple of little touched-in spots, but I can't see them now. Oh, yeah, just a couple of little touched-in spots. Let's get out of the shadow, just here on the bonnet. A little bit of paint loss just up there on the scuttle panel. But bumpers and chrome and everything are all nice on it. Near side front arch is all good. Screen is nice. Not sure about this aerial, but hey ho, it is what it is. A little bit of bubbling just up here on the roof gutter. If water's allowed to sit in them, I guess that's what will happen. This one has been garaged though, it's fair to say. Near side door, all good. Bottom of the door looks all right. B-post looks good. Interior wise, it's very nice, apart from there's some sort of black, either black or dark green, looks like tar marks on the seats. Tar, T-A-R, on the seats, which we can't get off. It has actually got an earlier type steering wheel on, which is quite nice to see. A springy steering wheel. Headlining's all good. Rear seats are all nice. The wood inside is all good. As I say, the wood outside is very, very good indeed. Previous owner says he has regularly oiled it with Danish oil, which is all well and good. That works well, except when you drop it on the paint. Because we've got a couple of marks here on the wing and there where Danish oil has been has sort of dripped onto the paint and hasn't been wiped off immediately. May come off with a really heavy teacup. We haven't tried. They're not particularly noticeable, but they are there. Looking around the back end, again, there's a couple of run marks there and there in the rear door from, I think, Danish oil. But looking down the offside, again, very straight. One thing I will say, that the paint on the roof is just starting to go a little bit milky, but I'm being very critical there. Sort of thing you'd expect on something that was painted 20 years ago, if you like. Just starting to get a little bit milky on the roof. Offside, again, a couple of spots of Danish oil on there. And there's a couple of scratches just here on the offside rear arch. We've got the black mark down here. Actually, that's coming off. That's just a bit of grease by the look of it. Let's see if I can get it off with my. Yeah, that's coming off. Did see a little spot of corrosion just there on the base of the offside front wing. And then we'll have a little look inside. Door card is bulging slightly, possibly the cardboard backing needs to be replaced. and the driver's seat. It's a bit grubby on the outside edge, and it has got a tiny bit of warm piping just there. In the back, all nice, headlining, all good. And so these small black spots on the seats, especially on the driver's seat. But let's tuck that back on where it should be. So, as I say, if it's done 20 years ago, holding up particularly nicely, actually, in my opinion. Good car. There we go.